With the CNC machine all warmed up, if this isn't on it already, this is just called a jig that I use to hold the lid, go find it. It should be right behind you next to the table saw. And you're gonna lay it on the table, right up against this first metal bar. Now, if you look close, right here on the end, I've got a number 1 and number 1 and some arrows. You just need to line those up vertically, and then you know it's referenced correctly. Then put the screws in. And guys, don't over tighten this, just snug. I don't need it to be super tight. These 4 screws are more than enough to keep everything down. It doesn't have to be extra tight. Now you just want to slip in your lid, making sure, of course, that your best side is up. And you need to slide it in from the top in because it can't quite clear these bumpers. All the way down. And you want to slide it so it's tight in the lower left corner. There should be a gap in the right side. I made it a little oversized in case somebody made their top larger than mine. And then clamp it down. Should hold it nice and tight. The next thing you need to do is find dead center. So I'm not going to trust that that's center until I measurement. So we measure 20 and a 16th. Sure enough, that's 10 and about a 32nd. So that's perfect this way. It should be perfect this way. I've got exactly 20 and that's 10. Good. So right here, I'm going to put a light pencil mark, is dead center of my board. Good. That's the way it's supposed to be, and I'm glad to see that it is. Now we need to take the controls of the CNC and center the bit right there and zero it out. Once you make sure that the machine is warmed up and the proper bit is installed, ask me if you need me to change it out. We need to move the bit, the actual cutter, right over top of our center point. We do that with this cordless keyboard. So on this machine, up is this way. I'm standing what looks like the side because the computer is that way here. You can kind of see the end of it. Up is going to be that way. So when I hit the up arrow, it moves up and down when I hit the down arrow. Then of course left and right's the same. To get the cutter to actually go up and down in the Z direction, that's plus and minus. Plus goes up, minus will go down. Okay? So you're going to need to bend your head down, get it as close as you can, and then go down, put the bit close to the board, but be careful not to ram into your wood because it's going to leave a nasty dent. And this part, I would say, and just tap, is vitally important to get it as close to dead center as you can. All right, so left and right, I've got it perfect. Now I come this way and put my head down, and I need to go downward get the bit just right. Right there. So now it's even left and right, dead center on the bit. Okay? Now I can hit the plus button and lift it away from the board. Now we need to zero it out on the program. Once you know the bit is exactly in the right place, while it's there, take this metal plate, it's just magnetic, sitting right here, and place it right underneath the blade, right there in the center. That bit is still sitting at 0, 0 for my Z, so I need to zero out my X and Y. So all you got to do is press X here and then press the Y here, and I've just zeroed them out. You remember the plate we put underneath, and you can kind of see it on the side right over there. I need to tell the computer where the Z0 is. So the computer knows how thick that plate is, and there's some current running through it. So when it touches it, it'll know to stop, and that'll be 0. To do that, you press this button down here that says Smart Tool Setup, right here, Smart Tool Setup. Not Smart Tool above it, Smart Tool Setup. It'll say, is the spindle over the tool pad, which we just put on there? Yes. Are you running a program with multiple tools? No, we are not. And the tool that we want is currently in there. So just hit no, and you'll see that the machine is actually going down very slowly. It's going to touch the plate, and it'll know a little bit of electric current will go through, it'll stop, it'll raise up, and then it will drop down one more time, even slower, to get that 0 perfect. Now move the plate out of the way, put it back where it was, and we're ready to go. Here's the memory stick that I used, and I put my code on. You're going to put it in the back of the machine. There's a couple of ports for that to stick in. What will happen when you put it in is that it should pop up on its own, and there indeed it says Mr. E, that's my G code. So what we have to do is we're going to go back and shrink it down. Hit this little upper left bar and it shrinks everything down. you're going to grab your file where it says Mr. E, and I'm going to just move it onto the desktop. And it should appear right there. There it is. Exit out, and we're done with the stick. You never want to run a CNC code from the stick. It doesn't always work. And so this is, I've learned from bad experiences not to do it that way. Go back into your file here, your program, and you're going to go load code, and desktop, and Mr. E should be right there. There I am at the top. And then hit open. And all it should see is this arc. If I zoom in quite a bit right here, it just is this simple arc from my center point. Now remember, this yellow box does not represent your top. It represents the maximum amount of distance the bit is going to travel. That's it. So that's where it is now, and that's as far as it's going to go. So don't worry if that doesn't exactly look like a square. That's all right. Now all you have to do is press this button at the top middle. It says cycle start. When you press it, the machine's going to come over to you and say, put in a new bit. Now I've already told it the correct bit is in, so just hit OK. The bit's in there and it's fine. What it's going to do then is travel back to your 0 position, go down close to the board, and then make its cut. Once it's finished with its edge, with its cutting, now you need to make a choice. How many sides do you want to be rounded? Now, we only designed one, but what I would do simply is take your board, turn it 90 degrees, and hit go on the same program, and it would just do that same cut. I'm going to do all 4 sides on mine, but if you prefer to only have the front done, that's totally fine as well. I just wanted a little more decoration. So if you want to continue and do more edges, more of that cutting, I want to move the head of this machine out of the way. It's right over top, and I need it out of the way, and the blade is very close to the board. So I need to lift the blade up first, so hit the plus sign. There we go, and I need to move it to the right, so that way is right. Press the right arrow, and now I've moved it out of the way. Unclamp it, turn it 90 degrees, and hit the same program. When you're completely done, you don't want to cut anymore, you're finished, you want to go down here and hit the button that says Park Spindle. Now what that'll do is lift it up and move it to the bottom left corner of the board. Then simply pull your board out, and then we'll use a router to route off this extra.